topic, no, yung binibigay ko rin sa inyo. Okay? So last time we talked about accelerometer, right? But of course, we have to review first our schedules. Okay? So our ninth week, no, will be our ninth meeting, no, will be on March 26th. That is before the Holy Week. And of course, what I know is that the midterm is half of the semester. So that is on the ninth week kasi 18 natin. So ninth week, no? So if ever now we have already scheduled, no, kindly inform me so that I can prepare. Anyway, prepare naman na para malaman ko rin yung schedule ko, okay? So kasi once na ibinigay ito ng dapat 26 kasi this will be a traffic to long weekend, no? So 26 yung iba hindi na papasok ng 27 eh. Oo, hindi na papasok yan. So pagka bumiyahe ako ng Batangas, medyo yan, traffic yan. Okay, so if ever na departmental binigay nila is 27, so most probably 26, number 26. Additional sa schedule nyo. So I might get the test papers by the next day. Okay. So yun. Kasi pagka tatagal ko pa yan, makukuha ko pa sa next week pa. No? So that is after na ng Holy Week. Okay, so yun. Parang ma-check na rin kagad. Okay. So yun. Just inform me. Now, of course, last time we discussed, okay, iran ko kaya to. Okay. Okay, I will share na, no? I will share. I hope you're listening and understanding my topic. Kasi ano na to left and right yung suntok natin dito eh. So because of application in the vibration, of course, kumukuha ako ng previous knowledge natin na pwede nating i-attach dito. Kasi last time, we've talked about the accelerometer, di ba? So accelerometer is that is a device used to measure the dynamic movement of a body, di ba? So it is a device na kinukuha niya sa pulse, okay? In terms of electrical signal, no? Whatever will be the movement will be transmitted, no? Or translate into an electrical impulse, okay? So, yun. Di ba, sabi nga pagka i-check yung ano ba ba? Pinaka-simple na yung, kunyari sa katawan mo, di ba, ECG ka or what, no? Di ba, electrical impulse yun. Pero yung sineses yun, yung mga movement, no? Yung mga movement sa loob. So, nasa-sense niya yung lahat. Okay? So, ganun ka. So, we discussed that already. Pero, saan ba kinuha yun? Ano ba yung nature yun? Bakit sila gumawa na ganyan? That is to simplify all the things, di ba? Simplification na yun sinimplify niya. Pero sa atin, kasi isinasama ko na rito, paano? Saan ang galing yan, no? How it arrived, no? With such a development of a device, di ba? So, siyempre, we have to look on the history, no? And the nature, okay? So, last time we talked this, no? Daanan lang natin, okay? So we have linear and nonlinear. Okay, so para sa usual and unusual, we have types of motion. So ito, magkakaiba yan, vibratory, linear, curvilinear. Okay, we have oscillatory. Then we have circular, which is moving on a surface, no? Iba rin yung rotary motion, no? So hindi mo pwedeng interchange yung rotary into circular motion. Okay? Kasi yung rotary lahat yan, no? May radius yan. So from the center up to the tip of the blade, that is now having a rotational motion or rotary motion. May ikot yan. Ito circular motion, isa lang yan, specific yung height niya from the surface. Okay? Pag nag-orbit yan. Oh. And of course, the airplane is, of course, applying that in a circular motion. Diba? Actually, if you will break it, no? Kasi meron tinatawag tayo, kung may aerodynamics na kayo, di ba? Straight and level flight. Di ba? May mga philosopher, sir, paano ba nag-straight and level flight yan? Eh, bilog yung Earth, di ba? I mean, round. No, basta round siya. No? So, is that flying at straight and level? Kasi pag straight and level yan, lalampas doon, diretso doon. So, that is on a circular motion. But of course, kung ikakat mo ng maliit na maliit, still, that is a level flight, no? Straight and level flight. Relative to the surface, di ba? Kasi iba, medyo makukulit eh. Tama ka naman. Kung ikukumpara mo, pero hindi ka naman pwede lumipad ng around the world, di ba? So, pag umikot ka, that is now your circular motion na tawag. Kaya iba, di ba? Pagka nag-around the world, tawag ron circular circular road. Di ba? Circular road. Okay. Pero kung maiksi lang, let's say 8,000 nautical miles lang, so still that is a straight and level. Kaya ang dami, di ba? And of course, we have to magulo eh. No? So we have free vibration and we have the forced vibration. Okay, free vibration, that is, let's say, structure, we just vibrate by its own. Okay, then there is an outside force that will be applied, so it will be given a force vibration. Example before is the wing, di ba? There is an aerodynamic excitation because of the flow of air and because of the turbulence that will happen. This wing will buffet, no? So that's a vibration that is caused by the airflow, right? By the tawag na yun yung violent movement of the air, no, at the top, no. So that is turbulent. So it will buffet, no. But of course, if you will remove that, no, the wing will vibrate by its own. Magbabibrate yan ng sarili niya because this structure is having stiffness. Now, the stiffness is that it is on an elastic mode na susunod lang siya sa forces at saka take note, may bigat to eh. So once na na-excite yan, so what will happen? Because of the weight, no, mag-move yan. Take note that nakakantilever yan. Let's say ito yung fuselage, nakakantilever yan, nakabitin lang. And this has a mass. So because this has a mass, pagka na-excite mo yan, what will happen? Then ni-remove mo na siya, what will happen? Still this will move. That is what you call free vibration, but that is flattering of the wing. Nagpa-flatter siya. Okay? Because there is a mass. Okay? So yan discussion natin mamaya. Okay? So may mass siya eh. So sumusunod-sunod. Now, kung magdi-design tayo ng structure ngayon that to withstand this vibration, of course we have to make this structure to be elastic. Okay? dapat sumunod siya, wag siyang lalaban. Kasi pag lumaban to, mapuputol yan, o mababali siya. Kailangan sumunod lang siya, mag-sway lang siya. Mag-sway. Okay? Now, during that time, sinabi ko na sa inyo, paano siya mag-sway-sway, di ba? So, pagka nag-sway sa paakyat, the tendency, nakalutang naman yung aeroplano. So, the fuselage will move upward, right? Pag ito, bumaba siya, siyempre susunod niya pa ganun. Okay? But the problem is that stability yung problema mo ngayon. Pangit naman na pagka umakit siya, sinasalo yung fuselage yung gumaganon, di ba? So let it be na yung pakpak yung mag-flatter, pero it will not be transferred to the fuselage. So you have to suppress. No? There should be a suppressor para ma-eliminate or ma-lessen yung vibration towards the fuselage. Okay, once again, pag gumanon to, nakalutang ka, ito yung fuselage, nakalutang. So pagka tumaas yan, so the tendency of the fuselage is to follow. Pag yan bumaba, follow yan. So the fluttering will be reduced somewhat. No? But the problem is that the aircraft is moving up and down. So ang hirap naman ako po, gumagano-gano ka, di ba? Pwede siguro sa bangka, sa barko, pwede yun. No? Pero sa atin, iba. Pero sa barko ngayon, malalaking barko, may tinatawag rin stabilizer. Parang eroplano. So kita nyo, nagsimula na naman yan sa aircraft. Then they're applying that, no? In a cruise ship. Sa cruise ship, may ano yan, pagka maalon, mayroon lumalabas sa gilid na stabilizer para ma-minimize yung effect ng wave doon sa movement ng aircraft, ng ship, no? So yun. So sa atin yan nanggaling. Tapos yan, no? So afterwards, syempre, i-design mo yan. So, i-design natin na structure is of course hollow. And it has a lot of stiffeners inside. No? The stiffeners is a frame, no? Composed of long supporting bracket, no? That will absorb or play with the vibration. Okay? And of course, stiffness is the term used for a material which will be in an elastic form, but it will not produce a permanent deformation. So kahit gumagano siya, at the end of the day, may kita mo, diretso pa rin siya. Okay? Hindi siya nakabaluktot na. Okay? So, yun, no? So, doon tayo, na-apply ko lang kung paano, no? Pero, yun yung general, pero paano siya nangyari? And paano nag-derive papunta ron? So, mamaya, marami yan. I hope you understand me. Binibigay ko lang sa inyo yung mga relationship between and between. Kasi ito, usapang vibration lang naman ito eh. Di ba? Dynamics. Siyempre, pag may dynamics ka, may vibration, di ba? Mag-static ka lang. So, wala mangyari, di ba? Pero pag gumalaw ka, there are a lot of dynamics. No? Dito lang, ikaw lang nakatayo ka, wala, di ba? Pero still there are flow of air. Okay, tumatama sa'yo. Pag ikaw naglakad, the tendency is that mabubulabog mo yung surrounding, right? Naglakad ka kasi the mass is moving, so mabubulabog mo, right? So that is already dynamics. Di ba? In between yan, either bulabugin mo siya, yung environment mo, yung mga hangin, no? Kasi gumalaw ka. Okay? Or balik ka, ikaw yung daanan, ikaw yung pagagalawin niya. Di ba? So those are dynamics, no? So parang tapos na di ba? Dynamics. There is a dynamics. System dynamics and vibration. Okay? So we have here types of vibration. Okay, we have a pre-natural. Okay. Pinors niya. Okay, pre-natural vibration. So, nilagay mo lang yung mass. Ito yung sinasabi ko na may mass, di ba? Ito nakabitin yung pakpak ko. Nung tinamaan niya, may mass yan. May sarili mass to eh. May mass. So, ibig sabihin, wala pang force yan. What will happen? Gumagano na yan. Okay, gumagano. Now, take note tayo, malaki ngayon, katulad pinapalipad sa sa West Asia, no? Alam niyo sa West Asia kung ano nangyayari rin, kaya ang mahal-mahal ng fuel yun. Nagtaas na 10 piso. Kaya kahapon, maluwag yung biyahe. Nakatipid ako ng 30 minutes kasi wala na. Yung iba hindi na tumakbo. Sabi ko, itaas pa eh, para makakalabas, mga may pang-fuel yan. Diba? Hindi, joke lang. So, kung may bigat yan, siyempre, lulundo yan. May kita niyo yung Globemaster, di ba? Yung wing niya nakadrop gano'n. Kasi ang bigat eh. Dalawang makina yan, no? Dalawang makina doon. Nakababa, ganyan, nakadrop. Nakalanding yan, ha? Then, of course, pag takbo niyan, may kita mo, hindi pa humihiwala hindi pa siya nag-airborne. Kasi airborne kasi, definition niya, yung airborne, pag yung gulong umangat sa surface, airborne na yan. Kahit isang dangkal lang, airborne na yan, umakyat na yan. Okay? So, nakaganyan yan. Then, pag takbo ng aircraft, what will happen now is that dyan lalabas ngayon yung elasticity niya. Umaakit yung pakpak because of the dynamic force na dumadaan dito. But of course, you have relative force na papunta ron. Okay? So, umaakit yan, yung gulong, hindi pa umiwalay. Then afterwards, pagka nag-maximum na siya, so ibig sabihin, yung lip niya, binubuhat niya muna yung dalawang makina rito, dalawang makina ron. Okay? So, pagka umakat na yan, todo na, wala nang ibebend, bubuhatin niya na ngayon itong katawan. Okay? So, pagka binuhat niya na yung katawan, what will happen now? Level up na yung wing. Kasi nag-stabilize na yung weight dito, yung mass dito, at saka yung force dito sa aircraft. Okay? So, hindi lilipad na nakaganon. Diretso na yan. Okay? So, there is a stiffness on the material, which of course anticipated that, of course, we all know that there will be a natural vibration. Okay? Then we have a forced vibration. Okay, yung buffet, di ba? That is a forced vibration. That is pumasok ka sa weather. So we have the forced vibration. And of course, we have the dump. So si dump natin na to, ano yung dump natin? So if the spring is moving up and down, there should be something that will dump. Now, dito, example ko lang, is the shock absorber. Okay? This shock absorber, it has a piston and it has a fluid here. So this shock absorber will absorb not the vibration, but of course it will absorb the energy. Okay. So ang lawak na, di ba? So nagba-vibrate. Vibration itself is an energy. So pag nag-vibrate siya rito, ito ngayon, i-absorb ng shock absorber yung energy niya. So this will slow down. Okay, mag-slow down yan. So it is damping now. Damping, that is damping. Pero actually, maraming term eh. Damping siya, pero actually, the shock absorber is the one that is absorbing the energy of the spring. Okay? So, sa sasakyan natin, sa ilalim, meron tayong coil spring. Malaki yan. Ganito kalaki. Makapal. Mga ganito kakapal. Okay? Then, of course, we have shock absorber. Kasi, pag wala yung shock absorber, pag walang shock absorber, pag tumama ka sa lubak, wala ka na sa lubak, gumaganon pa rin yung sasakyan mo. Gumaganon-ganon pa rin. Tumatakbo ka na, patag na, gumaganon ka pa rin. Because, the spring has an energy, ganon na pa rin. So, pag nalubak ka, automatic ina-absorb. Gumanon siya, absorb ka agad yung energy niya. So, papatayin yung energy niya para pagpatag na, diretso na yung takbo. Okay? Take note of that, kung wala yung sa absorber, dire-diretso. Tapos mayroon pa tayong lip spring, yung molye, di ba? So, continuous rin yun. So, wala kang dampener or wala kang ngayon, yung term nila na suppressor, wala kang suppressor. So, what will happen is that continuous siya. Pagka may suppressor ka, yung suppressor, ina-absorb niya yung energy ng spring. Okay? So, saan yan i-relate? Di ba last time, meron tayong wing. Okay? So, the wing will move up and down. What will happen is that you have here the control surfaces. And that control surfaces will reject, or will absorb the energy which is being produced by the vibration nito. the vibration which is caused by the energy of the excitation. So, meron tayo rito suppressor, di ba? Like it stilt, no? Say stilt, ano siya, puro horizontal stabilizer eh. So, pagka lilipad siya at ilapit, nagde-deflect yung mga surfaces niya para ma-correct yung yung stability ng eroplano. Okay? So, hindi na usapang pakpak, stability ng buong eroplano kasi damay na yung buong aircraft. Okay? So, yeah, no? So, that is the mechanical principle, no? Actually kasi nagsimula yan puro mechanical eh. Yung mga ano, yung mga during the early years, no? During 70s, meron ng mga guided missile eh. Pero those guided missile is of course equipped with such a suppressor, no? So that it will maintain its direction. Kino-correct niya to maintain a direction. Now, the direction, no? Talking about the direction, dalawa yan, ha? Yan ko lang sa inyo, sabihin ko lang sa inyo. Dalawa yan eh, heading at saka bearing. Siguro nasabi ko na, di ba? Yung heading at saka bearing, magkaiba yan. Okay? Magkaiba yan, yung heading at saka bearing. Actually, pag sinabi bearing kasi, that is an actual, ano, uh, position. Kunyari, sabi mo, heading north, bearing mo is north 30 degrees east. Okay, so heading north ka, pero kasi yung ano, compass mo nakaharap dito sa lagi, dito nakaharap sa north. Okay. So pagka papunta ka sa north, pupunta ka sa north pero naka-heading ka, nakatagilid yung aircraft mo because of the wind, no? So nakaganon ka, but still your movement is to the north. Pero yung bearing mo, dito nakaharap, but the bearing is dalawa yan. Pwede sa, hindi ma-identify ng bearing kung saan ka papunta. Let's say, naka-bearing ka na north 30 degrees, north 30 degrees east. Okay? So, equivalent yan dito sa ilalim is south 60 degrees west. Okay? Okay. Hindi. South 30 degrees west. Okay. Kasi 30 lang dito. So 30 rin doon. Diba? Yun ang bearing mo. Pero hindi sinabi roon na papunta ka north or papunta kang south. Di ba? So sasabihin mo yung heading mo. Di ba? So heading north. Bearing. Di ba? Narinig yan. North 30 degrees east. Okay? So pag sinabi mong north 30 degrees east, dalawa yan. Isang papuntang south at saka isang papuntang north. Okay? So couple yan. Sabi mo heading north. Bearing north 30 degrees east. Okay. So, yeah. So, okay ba? Yung iba, pinaghahalo-halo yan. Okay. So, okay. So, dumping. Tapos na tayo riyan. And then we have a degree of freedom. Okay. So, for a degree of freedom, we have what we call this one. Okay. Then, of course, for this one, we have nakashare na ako, di ba?
Yes po.
Yeah, okay. Padaldal ako ng daldal rito. Wala pala. So, ito ngayon, ito, meron niya tinatawag na ano, dito na tayo sa stability. Pahalo-halo ito. So we have what you call ito. Nakita na kayo nito eh. Okay, then ano yung itsura nito? We have sorry, hindi masyadong matino. Nakapix yan dito. Then of course, we have this. Hindi naman masyado accurate, but this is a gyroscope. Gyroscope yan, okay? So dito ka nakaposisyon, so stable yan, right? Naka-stable. So kung naka-stable yan, what will happen now is that assuming na ito nagpunta to roon, nag-roll to roon, ito nag-roll to roon, ito ngayon magbabago to, pipihit to, magagalawan yan. Okay? So this is a gyro, which is, this is the frame, okay? Then of course, we have here the gimbals, ito. Then we have the rotor, yun. Yan, okay? Yan yung nagro-rotate. Bahayatake niya tong axis na to. And of course, ito yan. So if ever na this vehicle is of course equipped with this one, and it moves to the left or moves to the right or move down or up, moving outside of its path, no, the gyroscope will correct it because it will sense the movement of the aircraft. Kasi naka-float yan eh. So, i-sense niya yan, and this one will be, this is of course uh, translated to the control surface, and the control surface will move opposite the direction of the movement of the gyroscope. Okay? So that is why for rockets, no, pag pinalipad yan, diretso yan. Pero liliko yan. Siyempre, there is a liko, di ba? Pero ibinabalik siya. So all the pins are moving. Okay? Kusang nag-chase yan. Now, yung cruise missile, no, yung Tomahawk cruise missile, meron yan, gyro. Kaya makita mo yung illustration niya. Pag lumipad, yung pins niya kusang gumagalaw. Okay? Kasi it is maintaining its altitude, which is based on the ground surface. Pag sinabi mo lilipad siya ng 100 feet lang, 100 feet lang yung liparan niyan. Okay? So, kaya hindi nakikita. Okay? Kaya niya i-maintain yung altitude niya, no? Constant altitude. Or, of course, altitude is based from sea level. Pag sa surface, that is height. Maintain niya yung height. So, magkaiba na naman, di ba? Altitude is based on sea level. Yung height is based on the surface of the ground. Okay? So, yan, no? Ikino-correct niyan in gyro. Now, this is, siyempre, mabigat yan. So, nowadays, siyempre, this will be translated into dynamic movement of the aircraft. So, the dynamic movement, which is, of course, that is already a vibration, left to the right or what, no? So, it will be sensed, and the surface will be actuated, no? May actuator, so magagalawan nyo ng sarili nila. Okay? So, tingnan nyo how accurate, no? Check mo lang kung paano ito ginagamit na tumatama accurate, no? Accurate siya. Kita mo, selected lang eh, di ba? So, kapitbahay mo lang, doon lang bumagsak lahat, di ba? Okay? So, ito ngayon yan, that is 6 degrees of freedom. Okay? Dalawa yung directional lahat at tatlong directional. And of course, tatlong rotational. Okay? Itas angle. Okay? So, ito, this is a simple illustration. Pero, pwede mo i-translate to dito sa gyroscope. Ito yung ano niya, fix niya. So, yung fix niya, nakatindig yan. Pag yung aircraft ito, nakaganon yan, gumalaw yung aircraft, okay, gumalaw. Okay, gumalaw dito, okay, o gumalaw doon, iikot siya, magro-rotate siya. So what will happen? Ito ngayon, i-correct niya yan. Kung what is the intensity of the movement, ito i-correct niya. And all the surfaces, no, or the suppressor, no, maggagalawan niya para may correct niya, babalik yung aircraft. Kasi pag yan, nag-rotate dire-diretso yan, di ba? So, kailangan ibalik mo yan, and that is stability. Aircraft stability yun. So, yan. Kita mo yung mga nakakabit, no? Na gadgets, no? Kaya nga, this is already an artificial intelligence. Kaya din-discuss nga sa kanila eh. Actually, sa aviation, matagal na yan. Kasi kaya lang ginamit natin mechanical. Di ba? Now ngayon, siyempre, yung mga artificial intelligence ngayon, galing din yan sa mechanical gadgets, no? Inadapt lang yan. Ah, in terms of engineering, wala akong pakialam sa mga translation na AI nagpa-translate or what, no? Dito tayo sa mechanical lang, no? Engineering side lang tayo. So ito yan, no? But nowadays, of course, that is already having a microchips, no? So yung cruise missile, kita mo from here, cruise missile, let's say, may nagpalipad, no? May nagpalipad ng missile. Nakikita yan ng satellite, okay? Yung satellite niya, nakikita kung saan galing yung missile. So within a minute, narinig na yung cruise missile, tatama na. Kasi napipigure out niya nito eh. Nakikita niya kung nasaan yung, yung area na may nanggaling na ano. Then, ito nga yung babato to sa signal ng baba. And pagpunta niya sa signal ng baba, merong produce yan ng chips na ibibigay yung surface ng terrain. I-scanin na lahat yun eh. Parang war machine, di ba? I-scan lahat yun. Nakikita niyo yung mga bundok kung paano. No? So, yun yung dadaanan ng dadaanan nyo ng, ng cruise missile, no? So, pagkapataas, akit siya. Basta 100 lang yung pa. Okay? Until tumama. Okay? Then, that microchip, yun yung isasalpak road. So, kita nyo, nawala yung gimbals, di ba? Sasalpak doon, naka-memory na yun, palili pa rin yun, lilipad yun, sunod sa surface. So, ibig sabihin, yung chips na yun, ron, yung bearing at saka heading ng target. So, if ever na lumis siya, bumabalik siya sa bearing niya at saka sa heading niya. Okay? So, in a short explanation, mabimaintain niya yung heading niya. Okay? Yung direction. Okay? So, yun. Kita niyo, microchips na lang siya. Okay? Sumisimple na lang. Okay? Palitan ng palit. Okay? Pero hindi niya nanggaling dito. Gyro. Pero kung minsan, daligan pa rin yan, no? Kasi mechanical is sometimes, parang digital at saka analog, di ba? Meron ngayon mga may mga cockpit kasi ngayon na tinatawag na glass cockpit. So makikita mo parang computer. Pagka inon mo yung eroplano, computerized, no? Digital lahat. Kaya yung mga kotse natin, digital na rin yung iba eh. The problem is that, paano yan pag nagloko yung digital mo? Kasi electronics lang naman yan, di ba? So, paano ka ngayon? Wala kang reading, di ba? So, kailangan meron ka ring analog because analog is being operated by a physical, physical in nature, no? So, meron niya P2 tube and so on and so forth, no? So, yung glass cockpit kasi kung minsan pagka nag-hard landing ka, nawawala kasi. Hindi mo makita yung airspeed mo, rate of descent, okay, vertical speed, vertical speed mo, kasi vertical speed kasi rate of ascent and sa rate of descent yan. So, BSI yan, vertical speed indicator, okay? So, hindi mo makita kasi shutdown yung So, mahalaga rin yan. So, may backup, okay? So, kita nyo safe na safe, di ba? Then, of course, we have what you call periodic motion. Okay, so we all know that the wing will move up and down and it will produce a sinusoidal wave. Okay, so if the wave being produced by the movement of the wing, no, due to fluttering, that is a harmonic. Okay, so we have now the tau, no, is the repetition time or called the period of oscillation. Period, no. So ito yan. So this is the period from 0 to 360 degrees. Okay? Amplitude is the highest point na sinesend dong movement. Okay? Then of course, frequency is 1 over tau. But of course, tau is of course the time kumisan. Okay? So, kumisan, if that is a harmonic motion, yung period of oscillation mo, because this is in terms of time, okay, is the same as the time for one from 360 degrees movement. Okay, 360. So ito ngayon yung ano natin So this is your 0, this is your 90, this is your 180, this is your 270, that is your 360 degrees. Okay? So ito, 0, pi over 2, pi, 180. Ito ano to? Ito 2 pi, di ba? Times pi. So 2 times pi is 360, di ba? So ito yan. In terms of pi, no? So yan yung harmonic lang muna tayo. Okay, harmonic. And this is a spring which is on a harmonic motion. Okay, this is the travel of the displacement, no? This is the displacement of the spring, no? Based on its static position. Okay, and these are the wave. Okay, sinusoidal wave. Okay, so okay na yan. Then ito tayo. So there is a harmonic motion. Okay, this is a spring and there is a mass. So there is a harmonic motion. Gagalaw at gagalaw yan. Then of course, if you will run a paper at the likod, no, at the back, this movement will produce a perfect wave, no. Yan siya. So ito yung mo, the time consumed is the same as your pi, no. And that is your periodic acceleration. Okay. So yeah. Then how will you get now your x, no? May nagsusulat may nakikailam Okay. Hanapin nga natin. So I think somebody is sabotaging may lecture. Somebody's writing So pag na-identify ko kayo rito, sorry tayo. Okay, class? Anyway, I can review this later. So whoever is writing, no, so don't do that again. No? Kasi kasi gente. Pag makulit, sinisingko ko na. Sabi ko, ito, nakita mo, 5 ka na riyan. So, prove to me na kaya mong ipasa yung buong semester. Kasi meron na may score, may ka na, may grade ka na, kasi magulo ka. Okay? So, nung araw yon. Pero siyempre ngayon medyo hindi na natin gagawin yun, di ba? Pero noon, ganun nung araw, pero hindi namin pwede. Para corporal punishment yan. So, kita mo, prelim pa lang, may final grade ka na, the 5. Diba? So, usapan natin ito, may proof mo sa akin na kaya mong ipasa. So, you have to erase the 5. Pero meron ka ng, meron ka ng pundasyon. Okay? Okay, so we have this. Okay? So, don't ever do that kasi I can review. Okay, makikita natin. So, ito. Kasi mahirap rito, maghanap ng pampahaba nitong discussion kasi una-una, kaya ko kahit tapusin ito sa sandali lang, iba yung absent vibration lang. Wait lang. Nasa klase. Okay, so dito na tayo. Then, We have here your, okay, what is the distance of displacement? No? Okay, that is harmonic motion is the simplest form of a periodic motion. Pag periodic motion kasi, the time consumed is the same as the period of oscillation. Okay. If the mass displaced from its rest position and release, it will oscillate up and down by placing a light source on oscillating mass. Yan. Okay, so it will produce. What is now the distance x or the x displacement? So that is the amplitude sine 2 pi t over pi. Okay. So the time consumed over the periodic motion. Okay. So let's have here your A, amplitude. That is the period of oscillation. And of course, when the motion is harmonic, the time consumed is the same as the period of oscillation. Okay. So this is a good example of a usual vibration. Okay. So if ever na yung time mo is not the same as the period of oscillation, so that is what you call unusual vibration. So tanong, ano mangyayari? So maybe it will produce resonance. No? So alam naman natin, a resonance is a sound because of an erratic movement of the surface. Magpuproduce siya ng ingay. And that is another unusual thing na mangyayari. So madaling ma-sense, di ba? Sabi ko, pagka na-sense mo, ano mangyayari? So isa-shutdown mo, di ba? So ito yung pinakaloob, no, ng discussion regarding bakit merong movement. Paano may address yung movement? So the movement will be translated into oscillation. Nakuha nyo na, oscillation yan. So wala tayong iba kasing ano. So the movement here, may mass. May mass. Okay? Then ito, in terms of spring. Okay? Spring, kasi spring, meron niya tinatawag na stiffness. Itong structure, meron natin tawag na stiffness rin. Okay? Stiffness is that elastic, no? Elastic yung material. Okay? Okay, so ito, this is another illustration, no? Then of course, we have what's called angular speed, no? So that is equivalent to circular frequency, no? Or in terms of radian per second. Okay, W is also circular frequency. And that is also what we call angular speed. So kung circular frequency yan, you can easily convert this into degree per second, di ba? Degree per second. Kasi radian yan eh. So multiply mo ng 180 over 5. Then X is A sine WT. So angular speed, yung angular speed mo, angle yan. Okay? Pwede mong i-convert yan sa radian, multiply mo ron kasi hindi mo na pwedeng i-multiply yung angle sa time, di ba? Then of course we have to change, no? Okay, so yun, no? So conversion of things na lang yan. Then of course we have here your motion, no? Since the motion repeats at 360 degrees. 2 pi is 360 degrees. I'll take note. 360 degrees yan. Okay. So ito, no? So that is 360. 0, pi over 2, 2 pi. 360 yan. Okay. Hindi na pasan nyo sa baba. Ano yun? Sa baba. Okay. So, okay. 2 pi over tau, or tau is equals to 1 over f. So f, okay, that's the frequency in terms of hertz. In terms of hertz. No? Okay. So tau and frequency are period of frequency at the harmonic motions. No? So dito ngayon, we will have now use the dot notation. So in our physics, no, this is what you call our x dot, that is velocity. And the second derivative of velocity is acceleration. So this is the equation. So ibig sabihin, the movement of the spring or the movement of the surface up and down will be translated into velocity and acceleration. Okay? Now dito, pwede nang hindi yan spring. Kasi yung pinaka-source ng analysis natin is the movement of spring. Okay? Okay? Assuming na may spring dyan, di ba? Okay, so that is velocity and acceleration. Okay? Then we have here your, okay, so harmonic motion, okay, assuming na the velocity and acceleration are also harmonic motion, but lead the displacement pi over 2 and phi. Okay, so this is 90 and 180 degrees. So ito. Okay, so for both time variation and vector phase relationship between the displacement, velocity, and acceleration in harmonic motion reveals that your acceleration is your negative w squared times your x distance traveled. Okay, so this is your circular velocity, okay, or angular velocity. So the units, no, bahala na kayo kung paano nyo i-convert yung units. Then of course, we have here, then that is newtons, no? Newtons yan. So makita nyo, no, meron siyang velocity, meron siyang acceleration. Then of course, Newton's second law of motion states that acceleration is proportional to the force. Harmonic motion can be expected for system with linear springs with force varying as kx. Okay, here is now our example. No? So I will just give you the, then of course, meron pa solution to. Solve nyo na lang. Okay. So ito. So harmonic motion. No? So we have amplitude A. Okay, so this is your A. Ayan. Then we have in a period of 0.15 seconds. No? So this is a period of oscillation or pwede ring time yan. Okay? Determine the maximum velocity and acceleration. So yeah. So you have two givens. No? So punta tayo sa velocity and acceleration. Yeah. Okay. Yung W na to, ito kasi given eh. Ito yung velocity natin. Okay, sa velocity, ito, given na yung amplitude eh. Ano to? Siyempre, ito yan. 2 times frequency. Okay? 2 times frequency. So, sa 2 times frequency yan, siyempre lalabas na yan, 1 over pi yan. Ay 1 over seconds, no? Or hertz. Pero, it should be transmitted into a angle. Okay? So, ito, kailangan maging angle yan kasi kukunin mo yung cosine. This is an additional pero out na to. Pero kasama to. Okay, kasi ano to halos, ano ba to? P6, no? P6 to eh. So, multiply by this and multiply by this one. Okay, may value ka yan, no? W. So, dito na lang in terms of units, no? So, convert mo yan, degrees or convert mo into radian per second. Then, you will get now the velocity. How about kung kukunin mo yung acceleration? Ito yung acceleration mo. Okay? So, ito yung equation mo. Dalawa. Pwede to. Pwede to. Okay? So, yun. Then, make substitution. Then, you will get now your velocity and acceleration. Okay. So, that is simplified for a harmonic motion. Sabi nga yung aircraft pa, mag-erratic motion yung fluttering niya. Actually, nag-erratic motion siya during take-off. Pag nag-take off yan, doon mo makita na gumagalaw ng gusto yung ano. Why? Kasi nga yung force, airspeed, ang bilis niyan, okay, dynamic pressure at taas, then of course, you are maintaining a vertical movement. O hindi ka naman nagre-level flight na yan na magkakaroon ka ng stability because of the masses, di ba? Ito wala eh. umaakyat ka ng pataas, puro ka paakyat. Okay? So what will happen? Naglalaro ng gusto yung wing. Okay? But of course, if you are on the higher surface na, there is now a harmonic motion na on the movement of the wing. Okay? So, puro ganyan lang, di ba? So harmonic motion has a frequency of ito. So cycle per second is hertz. Okay? Then of course, we have a maximum velocity ito. 4.57 meter per second. Determine the amplitude, its period, and its maximum acceleration. So, given a maximum velocity, so balik tayo rito. Yan. So, equate mo siya. Then, makukuha mo yung equate mo, given na to, di ba? So, ano bang given? Frequency at saka yung velocity. So, frequency and velocity. Okay, so ito given na. So, hanapin mo na to. Ito yung frequency natin, no? W. So, hanapin mo yung W, makuha mo yung frequency, then okay? So, ilipat mo lang roon, then afterward, i-apply mo na rito, you will get now the acceleration. So, yun. Okay? Now, if all are given due to the harmonic. Now, tanong, paano sir pagka naging erratic? Pagka erratic, ginagamitan na ng instruments. No? Kasi mabilis yung gagamitan mo na ng Rod equation. No? Rod equation na. So, ano yan? Erratic movement yan. No? But of course, it needs a lot of very long calculations. No? Kaya pumapasok yung, yung equipment para mag-solve siya mag-isa based on the electrical impulse na binibigay ng galawan. Makikita niya may mga probe yan, di ba? So makikita na sensor yan kung harmonic o mabilis yung vibration niya. So, we will have a sample of ito. So we have mathematical review references. This is just references to give you a bird's eye view on how you will arrive with such, no? Okay, we have here your harmonic motion represented by rotating vector. Yeah. The trigonometric functions of sine and cosine are related to the exponential function by Euler's equation. So I think nakuha niyo na ito, no? Pero out of ano na natin ito, no? Binibigay ko lang. So dito, gagamitin ko itong Euler's equation. Okay? So, itinuro to sa inyo eh. Okay? So, nakikita nyo na ngayon. Gusto ko lang makita nyo, kung buuin nyo lang sa memory nyo, ganun pala yun. Ito, galing dito, galing doon. This is the theoretical, this is the calculation, mathematical applications, ito and so on. Physical application, ito yung ginagamit and so on and so forth. Pinaka-total nito is that you have to produce or you have to, ano ba term na, suppress, no? Suppress whatever will be the vibration. Okay, daanan natin to. Euler's equation. So, yan. Okay. Then we have a vector amplitude rotating at constant angular speed. So, ito na yung equation, no? This is using Euler's, no? But of course, we have here our fundamentals. Yan. Okay. Alam mo, ano to eh, malupit to pag ito tinuro, diniscuss na to sa klase. Mahabang usapan to. So we have here what you call the complex sinusoid. Okay, okay, say is a direction plus Euler's y. Okay, with x and y as the real and imaginary components. No? So ito, may mga imaginary sa rito sa Euler's. No? So ano yan eh, parang assuming, ganito, assumption, ganito. Dito sa atin, yung sa unahan, medyo ano to, real time, real things to. Kasi meron tayong amplitude eh. Kita na natin amplitude. Okay? Given lahat to. At saka kita natin time because we use this graph. Yung graph na to, yung diagram na to, nakalculate natin kung gaano kahaba yung time niya, gaano kahaba yung periodic motion niya, gaano kataas yung amplitude niya and so on. Because of that, no? Makikita yung reading. Then afterwards, you can calculate. And sometimes, no, the gadget itself will give you the velocity and acceleration. Okay? If in case nakulang yung ano mo, walang velocity, calculate mo. Basta given yung others, no? So ito, assuming, okay, substitute and so on, you will solve, no? Okay, so this is the formula for x. We have sinusoidal, ano? Okay. So that is now your equation, and of course we have RE, which is stands for the real part of the quantity Z. So ito yung mga equation. Pag sinunadanan nyo na to yan, mga equation. So multiplication, division, and powers. No? Actually ito sa either, no? Kinakalculate pero hindi sinasabi kung saan gagamitin, di ba? Kasi sa math ganun calculate ka, compute ka ng compute, pero hindi sinasabi kung saan ginagamit. Ito ngayon nakapaloob to dito sa loob nito. Pero pagka given na yung mga parameters niya, hindi na kailangan yan. Kasi diretso kang magsosolve using this equation. Diretso na. Okay? Pero kung assuming na classroom discussion, ito yan. Diyan nagkakahirapan. Okay? So either, no? Then of course we have that one. Then assuming now we have here an erratic, no? So periodic motion of period, it is common by various of several frequencies to exist simultaneously. Okay? So meron tayo rate of frequency, second frequency, third frequency, and so forth. No? So this is a multi-degree freedom system. So kita nyo, from 0 to 90, nakita nyo, nag-fluctuate siya. Yan. Tapos bumaba siya roon. Okay? Dito siya sa 180, tapos dito siya sa 270. From 270 to 360, nag-fluctuate siya. Okay. Now, actually, hindi mo maramdaman niya kung sasarating mo yan. Hindi mo mapansin niya, no? But of course, the electrical impulse will give this. No? So, may kita nyo, this is not a sinusoidal, di ba? So, dito ngayon, pumasok si Fourier, di ba? So, that is 1768 to ano. So, dinevelop niya to, ito nga yung circular velocity niya or the angular, okay, 2 pi over tau, okay. Then afterwards, ito yung mga equation niya which is in terms of integration. So, alam ko to tinuro sa inyo si Euler at saka si Poole. No? So, yan. So, again, sinasabi ko sa inyo na ito, hindi ito kinakalculate pero hindi discuss kung saan. Okay? Kung para saan. Saan mo i-apply sa aviation? Actually, doon yan. Theoretically. Pero, if the aircraft is there already, you have to measure everything. Hindi mo na dapat i-integrate. Kukunin mo na lang, then i-assess mo, then afterwards, you have already the answer. Kaya sabi ko, mas mahirap nga mag-aral kaysa magtrabaho, di ba? Magtrabaho kasi binibigay na lahat. Then all you have to do is to interpret na lang. So we have here your case of n. Ito distance yan, then dn. So yan, cosine. Okay. But meron itong ano rito Yeah. So those are the equations. So ang dami niyan, di ba? So yan, bibigyan ka ng ano, then of course you have to solve, no, using mathematical. Take note, this is mathematical excerpt only to substitute or to, of course, to make a backup with our discussion. No? So this is another thing. Kasi meron tayong using gadgets. Then, of course, what is the mathematical application? Ito yan. But in mathematical calculation, hindi natin masyado siya makita. Okay? Kasi puro equation lang yan. Yung mga equation ng ginagamit, fixed na yan. Ha? Lalagyan mo na lang ng data yan. So, yan. E function of t, an even function is symmetric. E function of t is e function of negative y as in cosine wt or cosine w negative wt. Okay? O as a function of t, and so on. So, halos the same siya. Cosine sine. Yan, cosine sine. Di ba kanina sabi sine and cosine curve? Okay. Then here, so this is the spectrum for pulses, no? Where K is equivalent to 1/3. So, yan. So, wala na tayo react kasi harmonic lang tayo eh, di ba? Then, this one, no? Now, with the aid of the digital computer, harmonic analysis is efficiently carried out. A computer algorithm known as fast Fourier transform, no, is commonly used to minimize the computation time. So, meron nang ginagamit na device, no, para i-calculate lahat yan at the fastest time. Okay. So, that is the, ano ba nakalagay ko rito? Okay, that is the mathematical review to, of course, uh, to reinforce the discussion. But of course, yung discussion natin is of course on the physical aspect na nung aircraft. Hindi na doon sa ano. So makikita nyo, kanina nagdi-discuss tayo ng wing, but this wing, movement of wing is now being used sample yung spring. Kasi the movement is just the same as the spring, right? And all the unknown will be used using a sample spring, di ba? So, yon. Then afterwards, syempre, tapos na tayo. So, we will go now with our subject for today. Okay. Now, if ever nga pala, so next week, all the module will be forwarded to you after this. So, para ma-review nyo na. Ito is structure. Okay, so we have some okay, all system possessing mass and elasticity. Okay, elasticity. So ibig sabihin elastic. Okay, the wing is elastic and of course may mass, di ba? So pag may mass yan, it will continue to ano kasi it has a mass. Now, there will be a displacement because of the mass distribution. Okay? Then vibration takes place in the absence of external excitation. So it will vibrate by itself because it has a mass. Okay? So ayan, naka-level up yan eh. Tinamaan siya ng outside. So nakita ron na yung mass niya magre-react, no? So it will move. Then umalis na siya, still it will move because there is a mass, no? Nagdi-displace siya and this mass will produce continuous movement of the wing, no? So ngayon, nariyan yung elasticity, no? Ng surface, elasticity. Kailangan elastic siya. O tinatawag natin stiffness ng material. Dumping in moderate amounts has little influence, no, on the natural frequency and may be neglected with its calculation. The system can then be considered to be conservative. Okay, let's go now with this. So, for basic vibration model of simple oscillatory system consists of a massless spring. So again, spring gagamit natin and a damper. So dito ngayon, meron tayong ilalagay na suppressor or dampener. Okay? Where the mass is lump. No? So ibig sabihin, lump, pinagsama-sama together na yan. Okay? Lahat ng mass magkakasama na, buong mass. Okay? And mass equivalent to weight over G. The unit is pound second squared per inch. For a spring of negligible mass, no? So hindi natin kailangan yung mass ng spring because it has already its stiffness. Kasama ng stiffness eh. Nade-determine kung gaano yung stiffness, no? Kasi if we will use the spring, may bigat yan eh. May mass yan. Pero dito, meron na siya for every spring, there is already a stiffness na nakaloob sa kanya. For a spring of negligible mass and the force deflection, relationship is considered linear following the Hooke's law. Actually, yung Hooke's law na yan, no? Iyan ang yan ang gumawa sa sa deformable bodies. Yan yung elasticity, modulus of elasticity. Siguro nakita niyo yung letter E, modulus of elasticity. So that is the elasticity uh, elasticity of different metals. So for different metal, it has its own elasticity. Okay. So di ba sabi stress equivalent to strain. Yung strain, which is the lengthening or shortening of the material. So dito kasi may lengthening yung spring at saka may shortening siya, di ba? So that is being managed by the modulus of elasticity. And that modulus of elasticity is based on the Hooke's law, and that modulus of elasticity is discussing the stiffness of the material. So you don't need to include the mass of the spring kasi may stiffness. The viscous damping, generally represented by a dashpot, where force is proportional to the velocity. So force is equivalent to C, which is the damping coefficient, that is Newton per meter per second or pounds per inch per second, multiplied by the velocity. The velocity is the first derivative, right? Meron tayong formula niyan doon sa una kanina. So ito na siya ngayon. Spring mass system and free body diagram. Take note na yung spring, hindi natin sinama yung mass niya. Massless yan, pero meron siyang K. Yan, So ano yung K? That is the stiffness of the spring. So no need to include the mass, Kasi alam naman natin kung may mass yan, it will add up to the mass here. And the mass is, of course, being influenced by the gravity. Diba? Basta may mass, may gravity yan. Okay? So, sample and dump spring mass system move only along the vertical direction. So, since vertical direction siya, up and down lang, one axis, so that is 1 degree of freedom. Okay? So, hindi yan pwede tumira ng tagilid. Okay? O ganun. So, up and down siya, so 1 degree of freedom lang tayo. When at motion, oscillation takes place at natural frequency. Okay? So, this is the motion of the spring. Ano lang tayo? Nasa natural frequency lang tayo. Okay? So, we have very static equilibrium. Yan. Okay, and stretch. So, we have data or delta. Then, of course, K times delta. If we will add the movement downward, okay, mass is equals to weight over gravity, di ba? Then, of course, K delta plus X. Kasi, umilalim siya rito, so ibig sabihin, nag-stretch out siya outside the static equilibrium position. And of course, pag binitaw ito, babalik to, mas mataas sa static position. Will move up and down. So this is the diagram for the spring, not including the mass of the spring. Okay? K delta is equals to W, or that is mass times gravity. Newton's second law. Okay. Delta is deformation of spring in the static equilibrium, and K times delta. K delta is equals to W, which is the spring force equivalent to mass times gravity. So, by measuring the displacement X from the static equilibrium, ito nga yung equation natin. Okay, until such time that applying the second law of motion, applying second law of motion is acceleration, di ba? So, mass times X double dot, or acceleration is equivalent to summation of force. Then, substitute, we have now W minus K. So, gross quantity delta plus X proofs. Okay. So simplifying it, we have now your mass times acceleration is equivalent to negative Kx. Since K delta is equals to W. So dito, harmonic lang yan. Harmonic. Okay. So the choice of static equilibrium position in X reference as limited W. the force due to the gravity and the static force K delta. Okay? For circular frequency, we have now W of n squared is equals to K over M. Thus, we have here your equation, no? Acceleration plus another acceleration. This is an acceleration, no? Equals to 0. The motion produced in a harmonic motion. So, yeah. For a homogeneous second order linear differential equation, so ito second order linear differential equation, no? So, siguro nakuha nyo ito sa differential equation, di ba? So, x is a sine and so on. A and B are necessary constant evaluated from x, a function of 0, and x, acceleration, no? Velocity, 0, and velocity, 0. So, substitute. So, natural period of oscillation is this. Then, of course, that is equivalent to 2 phi over the mass over the stiffness of the spring. So, ito lang yung formula mo. Okay, so, galing this yan. So, ito, simplify lang. Pero, if you will get now the differential equation, no? Dito ka magkakabakbakan dito. But actually, the formula for an actual is, ito yung periodic mo. Periodic oscillation mo is of course 2 phi square root of mass over stiffness of the spring. So, paano natin siya makukuha stiffness ng spring? Actually, for different spring, it has its own specification. So, may kanya-kanyang specification yan. So, hindi ka basta-basta maglalagay ng spring. Okay? Kasi baka sobrang tigas ng spring, wawasakin yung gamit mo kasi ano siya, kapag matigas yung spring, lalabanan niya yung movement mo. Pag nilabanan yung movement mo, hindi siya mag-elastic. Ito kunyari, nag-vibrate ka ngayon, no? Matigas to, lumaban, so wasak ka, di ba? Pero kung ito gumalaw, sumunod siya, so sinusuporta niya. Then, dire-diretso pa rin yan. So, what will happen? Lagyan mo rito ng suppressor or dampener, no? Or shock absorber para pag ano niya, sandali lang, ito na kagad. Okay, so that is the application, no? But this is the theoretical concept. Now, for natural frequency, yan pa rin yan, 1 over tau or this one. The same, no? Can also be expressed in terms of statistical deflection delta by using K delta is equals to mg. Simplify lang, substitute. So, yung K natin is K is delta mg. So, ito. So, cancel yung G, cancel yung mass, lumabas G over delta. Okay. Note that period, okay, frequency and W sub n, no, depends only on the mass and stiffness of the system. This is applicable to a single degree of freedom. So, vertical lang yan, including rotation. A spring can be a beam or torsional member and the mass can be replaced by a mass moment of inertia. So, take note, dito na tayo. Okay, so we apply a spring, then the spring will produce a frequency, and the spring will produce vibration. And we all know that the spring has its own stiffness. It has own characteristic. It has own given. May stiffness yan. So as I've said again, a different spring, kailang may choice ka, alamin mo kung anong spring ang pwede. Siyempre, kung ito yung spring, huwag masyado malambot. Kasi pag ito gumalaw, baka tumama ka pa rin sa dulo, di ba? Tumama ka sa ilalim. Makompress mo ng todo. Pag medyo matigas naman siya, pag gano'n mo, lumaban, baka lumusot yan. Lumusot yung spring dito sa component. Okay? Pero kung tama lang, pagka galaw niya, it will just move. Continuous movement, o paano mo kukunin yung energy ng spring? Because the energy is produced by the force. So all you have to do is to put a dampener so that the dampener will absorb the energy that is being produced by the movement of the spring. Okay. Then we have here example. I think may illustrated na to. So mass is 0.25 kilogram mass is suspended by spring. Having stiffness, yan na, given. 0.1533 Newton per millimeter. Determine its natural frequency in cycles per second. Determine its static deflection in millimeter. Okay. So I think we have already the given. Stiffness, 153.3 yon. That is Newton per meter. Okay. So convert natin yon. Then of course the frequency ito. Substitute kagad. So upon substitution, that is 1/2 yan yung kalalabasan. So that is already 1/2 is cycle, no? Frequency. So we have 3.941 hertz or 3.94 per second. That is the frequency. Now, the statical deflection of the spring suspending the 0.25 kilogram mass is defined by relation mg is equals to k delta. So, k delta is equals to mg over k, substitute. Ito ngayon yung delta mo, which is the deflection. O, balik tayo sa drawing. Yan o. This one. This is the deflection. Okay. So, because of the mass, nahatak siya, nahatak. Okay. Dito siya, unstressed, dito siya. Okay. Diagram, ito yung emphasize ko. Narito yung ito, narito. Then, of course, may mass na siya. Siyempre, this spring will be stretched. Now, this is now the static equilibrium. Consuming the stretch of the spring. Okay? And this spring has its own stiffness. So, sumagat siya, huminto yan, dyan lang yan. That is now your static equilibrium. What if hinatak mo to? So, the spring will be stretched more. So, dito yan, pag binitaw mo yan, it will move up kasi this has stiffness, atakin yan, then of course, it will move up and down in 1 degree of freedom. Okay? So, ito, pag nilagyan mo siya ng nahatak siya. The same yan, kung ito yung spring, paganda lang. Pinatungan mo nito, nakasit siya ngayon, pero meron na siyang deformation. Yung deformation niya is the shortening of the spring. Okay? So that is now your static equilibrium position. Okay? Now, pag nilagyan mo ng force ito, mako-compress pa siya. So, saka siya ngayon maglalaro. Okay? So, pagka sa ilalim naman, nakaganyan, if dinugtong mo siya, pagka nilagyan mo ng mass, hahatak siya, hinto siya, nariyan. Pag itinulak mo, magko-compress, sisipahin niya ulit. So, it will move up and down. But of course, you have your own K, no? Or stiffness of the spring. So, doon natin i-relate ngayon yung discussion natin sa vibration. So, parang ang dami dinaanan. Yan yung mga related, no? So, okay na yan, no? So, na-solve na natin using this script. Punta tayo sa beam. Ito ngayon yung beam. Assuming na tayo. Ito sabay-sabay. Tugtong eh. Okay, we'll just illustrate it. Afterwards, we will have a break now. So, ito ngayon na. Okay. Ito yung aircraft natin. Okay. Tanong mo na, sir, ito ba sir, nagbabibrate rin yung buntot? Actually, because that is maiksi, hindi gaano apektado. Dito lang yung sa unahan. Dito yung mahaba eh. Okay? Now, ito ngayon, magbabibrate to. Up and down. Now, we can compare this using a cantilever beam kasi structure. Sa aircraft structure, ginagamit yun. So, natural frequency of a mass at end of cantilever. Assuming na meron kang lump mass dito. So, it will goes up and down. That is for a beam. Now, kung titignan natin sa top yan, sa top. Sa top. Ito siya sa top. Oh. Ito yung mass mo. Kasi sabi niya, element of mass yan eh. Yan, yung mass. Okay. Okay, so, dito ka sa top tumingin na, yan yan. Now, may kita mo to, it will produce a displacement up and down, and this length will be somewhat bend. Okay. Now, ito, meron tong upward trend. Upward. So, may upward din yan. So, ngayon, ganito yung tsura. So, what will happen? Medyo mabigat yan. So, pupunta tayo sa aeroplano. Sa airplane ngayon, gagawin natin, kung masyado mabilis yung dynamic, masyado mabilis yung hangin dito, no, sa surface na to, mas mataas yung dynamic pressure, right? Mas mataas yung, ano niya, vibration because it has a weight, it has a mass, no? So ngayon, gagawin natin sa aircraft, ito yung center line niya, what will happen? Ito ngayon yung gagawin natin. Okay? So, meaning, makikita mo, maliit lang yung mass nito and it is increasing toward the fuselage. Okay? Dito lang siya, maliit. So, kakayanin nito. Okay? So, most probably, dito yung ano niya, and of course, meron pa yan ditong engine. Okay? So, andito lang, oh. Bakit yung sa iba, sir, rectangular, ganito? Rectangular yung iba. Ito yung wing, no? Kasi, kaya yung rectangular, yung hangin na dumadaan dito is slow. Subsonic lang yan. Pagka near transonic na yung dumadaan dito, lalo lumalaki dynamic pressure dito sa surface. Pag lumalaki dynamic pressure dito sa surface, there is a tendency na magpuproduce siya ng flattering on the structure. So, para malesen yan, because the vibration is of course caused by a mass element on the dulo, iyan. So, paliitin natin yan doon. Okay? So, hindi siya masyadong affected. Siyempre, may EG ka pa rito. Okay? May EG ka pa rin. So, hindi masyado, di ba? Kasi mabilis yung hangin dito na dumadaan. Okay? So, ang lakas ng dynamic niya. So, kailangan naka-tapered wing ka o kaya naka-swept back. Okay? So, ito niya. So, there is a tendency dito na mag-move up and down. Ito yung static position niya. Static position or equilibrium position. Okay? So, this is for a cantilever beam. Natural, kung ito, bridge. Kung bridge yan, ganyan yung pagkakagawa niyan. Hanggang yan ang bridge. Okay? Now, hindi mo pwedeng gawin ito sa yung ginagawa natin, no? Na palilitin mo yung anlapa dito, ang nipis doon, di ba? Hindi pwede yun, no? Walang ganun design, di ba? So, yan. So, di sa atin ganyan, no? So, minimize the weights of the airplane, of the wing, and of course to minimize the possible flattering of the aircraft due to the dynamic movement of air on the surface of the wing. Okay, so ito, homogeneous yung shape niya. Okay, because that is a bridge. Dito sa atin, medyo kalis sa dulo para to minimize, no? Okay, yan. Okay, dito. So, hindi tayo mag-design ng ganyan na, ano. Okay, so, what is now the deflection of the cantilever beam? So, cantilever beam, this is also deflection under concentrated end force P. So, assuming instead of mass, we have a load P. Okay, so nakita niyo na kung ito, we have now a load. Okay? Now, dito sa atin, ito kasi load dito, pababa. Sa aircraft, pataas. Okay? So, most probably, yung initial movement dito is pataas. Paakyat. Ito, reaction niya na lang yung pababa. Okay? So, pataas, di ba? So, dito, downward. So, that's okay. Yan lang naman yung P. Okay? So, that is the P, which is equivalent to force, upward force. Okay? Kasi baka sabihin nyo, pressure yan. No, this is a force. Okay? Or this is a load. So, the equation for x, no, the distance traveled by the beam is of course P L cube over 3 EI. Now, may kita nyo, itong EI nito, this is your modulus of elasticity, Hooke's law. Ito sinasabi ko kanina, na hindi naman diniscuss doon sa mathematics. Diba? Walang diniscuss na E. At saka ito, wala rin diniscuss ito yung cross-sectional moment of inertia. Okay? So, specific na rito sa application. Kung titignan sa mathematical calculation, wala niyan. Hindi mo binanggit na mayroon ano eh. Hindi binanggit yung materials at saka hindi binanggit yung kung ano yung tsura ng materials, di ba? Basta ginawa lang ano. Okay, so I think we have to have a 2 minutes break. Okay? Then balik kayo ah. Alam mo, alis eh. Okay. So, start na ulit tayo. Okay. We'll continue to. Again, ako lang yung pwede magsulat. Okay. So, we have ito na yung real thing, no? Kasi ito, ano lang, sinili ko lang yan, mga mathematical na yan. Para makita nyo naman kung paano ina-apply. Ito ngayon, ito ang mukhang totoo na, di ba? Kasi meron na tayong application on the aircraft. Now, may kita nyo rito, what is now the distribution of mass? Okay? Distribution of mass, of course, somewhat like this. Okay, that is the distribution of mass. Mas makapal yung mass rito, paliit doon. Right? Paliit dito sa dulo. Then dito, distribution ng mass rito, ng mass, no? Is of course the same. Okay, yung mass na rito, pare-parehas yan. Okay. But of course, kung bridge yan, no? Kung beam, because of the, itong mass na to, no? Kung pag ito nakapix, ito sa dulo hindi, all the masses will be add up. I-add up yan. And that is what you call lump. Di ba? Diniscuss ko kanina yung lump. Di ba? So, total siya. Okay? So, the total nito is the total mass of this one. Okay? Lalaglag yan. Okay? So, kung bridge yan, lalagyan mo rito para hindi siya gumalaw. Lagyan mo rito ng kaya mo nilagyan ng bridge eh. So, meron ka rito para dito siya daraan. Okay? Okay, hindi ka maglalagay ng bridge na cantilever. Okay? So, yan. Di sa atin, hindi ka pwede maglagay dito sa kabila kasi dapat to cantilever kasi aircraft yan. So, much complicated pag aircraft, diba? Pero, mas na-address natin yung movement up and down niya by reducing the area. Pag ni-reduce mo yung area, ma-reduce mo yung mass. And of course, dito nga pala sa harapan nito, manipis yung makapal yung pakpak nito, panipis yan hanggang dulo. Panipis. Okay? So the mass is not to be to be constant along the span. So as span to tawag ito, span itong haba na to. Okay? Half span nga yan. Kasi pagka kinuha mo yung full span hanggang doon sa kabilang pakpak, yung full span mo is from wingtip to wingtip. Okay? So ito na yung formula natin. So ibig sabihin, the movement x is depends upon the load all over the stiffness. Okay? So ano tong stiffness nito? Kanina usapan natin stiffness niyan is the stiffness of the spring. Okay? Now ngayon, this is the stiffness of the beam. Okay? So, this is your modulus of elasticity is given based on the material elasticity of the material. Ito is the cross-sectional. If kukunin mo yung cross-section nito, yung second moment area mo or the moment of inertia is equals to base side cube. That is the standard for a rectangular over pi. Okay, ito yan. Now, kapag yung I na yan, i-multiply mo sa E, which is given yung E, given yan, depende yan sa material na gagamitin mo. Sa atin, aluminum eh. So, you look for the modulus of elasticity of aluminum. Yun nga apply mo yan. Now, kapag minultiply mo siya, yung modulus of elasticity, elastic siya, at saka yung cross-sectional moment of inertia niya or what we call first moment area. First moment area kasi is the area. Second moment area is the moment of inertia. Pag multiply mo yan sa material natin, so, yan ang tinatawag na flexural rigidity. Okay. So, yan, no? So, that is now rigidity. Okay, wait lang, ah. Nag-text yung secretary ko. Okay. So, yan. So, that is the moment of inertia. Ibig sabihin, the moment of inertia is the one that is giving the strength of the structure. The larger the moment of inertia, the stronger the material, di ba? Kung iyan, kunyari, mga beam, pagka kinapalan mo yung beam, mataas yung moment of inertia niyan, yung beam na yan, meron niyang modulo, pagka multiply mo siya, yung flexural rigidity mo, ang taas. Right? Pero sa atin, hindi pa pwede yun. Kasi hindi mo pwedeng kapalan. Kasi pagka kinapalan mo, what will happen is that bibigat. Okay? Sa mga bridges, no, like this one, sa mga bridges, the larger the cross section, the stronger the bridge, di ba? The stronger. Okay? Then of course, heavy siya. Okay? So the heavier, the stronger. Di sa atin, hindi pwede yan. You have to validate kung ano talaga yung moment of inertia na nailalagay mo or the size of this beam. So therefore, this beam, babawasan natin ng materialis yan, i-chop natin yan. So ito ngayon kalalabasan ng beam natin. And this is an I-beam. So this I-beam has a smaller area or smaller cross-section dito, pero the same strength yan. Although the flexural rigidity nito, mas mataas to siyempre, kasi mas makapal. Okay? So dito ngayon, ito ngayon yung natin. This is the wing. Okay? Ito yung beam natin as a spar. Meron pa tayong isa rito. Ito yung wing natin. Okay? So ito, actually, sa analysis, no, ito ang kumukuha ng 95%. 95% yan ng strength ng wing. 95%. Yung web. Web yan, web. Okay? Yan yung tinatawag na web. Okay? 95% yung kinakain niya. Itong plants na yan, yung natitira. So 5% almost. No? And because this is just a holder, kung saan mo i-rivet yung skin. Okay?